Today's model is a brand new home in a community that is very close on the border of Kissimmee and St. Cloud. Let's have a look. Let's go. Hello and welcome to another episode of Orlando Home Show, where strategy matters, passion rules. And guys, today I am in Kissimmee. The location of this community is fantastic because it's right at the border of St. Cloud and Kissimmee. If you want to know more about these two cities, make sure to check out Orlando Living. The model behind me is a 2 bedrooms plus den, 2 bathroom, 2-car garage, front load on a 50 by 120 lot. The first thing you're going to notice is this beautiful papers, which is included in the base price. However, the upgrade is the stone elevation. Now with the builder, every time they have a house, they will usually have 2 or 3 different elevations. And yes, you do have to pay extra for the stone elevation. As I walk in, you also see these gutters, which is an add-on. So it's not included in the base plan. I'm going to tell you a lot more about this beautiful house and the upgrades and the flow of the house. So let's go inside and check this beautiful house out. Hello and welcome to another beautifully decorated and decked up model home, guys. If you are looking to buy a house anywhere in Central Florida, Tampa Bay and Ocala, this is a great resource. Please press that thumbs up button, show us some love, because we bring you model homes throughout Central Florida, Orlando, Greater Orlando, Tampa Bay, and now Ocala areas. So this is a great resource. Now, if you want to know more about the communities and the suburban areas of these metropolitan city, make sure to check out Orlando Living with D. That's where I talk about school, hospital, shopping, dining, everything that you kind of need to know as a point of reference to decide, hey, is a Tampa suburban area is going to be better, or would I get more bang for my buck if I move towards Ocala? What are the schools like? How's the shopping? How's the infrastructure related to health? Make sure to check out Orlando Living with D. And last but not the least, my Spanish is still poquito, so we do these models in Spanish also. And it is Orlando Home Show in Espanol, run by amazing Anna and Caroline, so they can do the same models in Spanish. So if your Spanish is the main language for you, make sure to check it out. The model that I'm showing you today, the base price of this is $443,990. It comes standard with 2 bedrooms, 2 bathroom, 2-car garage, 1943 square foot home with a den, which gives you an option to turn the den into a bedroom, so that you know the definition of a den and a bedroom. A bedroom is where you have a closet and a window. So please keep those things in mind. So as I walk in now, this is a builder model, so it's going to be all decked up. However, the standard is your 8-foot door, 9'4" ceiling height, and you will have all the wet areas tiled, and then all other areas are going to be carpet. So you're going to have the tile in your laundry room, in your kitchen, in your bathrooms, and just pretty much till here, you're going to find tiles, the standard tiles, and then everything from there on is going to be carpet. So please keep that thing in mind. So as I come over here, this is the very first bedroom, and what I love about this elevation is, if you look at it just the way this is shaped, by just having the front elevation in such a way, you have more windows over here. It reminds me of another model that I did with this builder. It was very much like this, and I just want to make sure, it's a similar kind of floor plan, but that one was 2-story and it was a little bit more bigger. Now this is a ranch style home on a 50 by 120 lot. So just keep that in mind. Now usually our 50 by 120, depending upon how big the floor plan or the foot of that model or floor plan is, you may or may not have some room to be able to build a pool. But if it's a 2-story on a 50 by 110, 120, you definitely have enough room to build a nice decent sized pool. So that is something to keep in mind. Yes, there is an HOA, and the HOA is just about $10 a month. You have a clubhouse, you have a pool, you have a gym. There is a CDD in this community, and for this series it's about $145 a month. So please keep that in mind. Right over here is your closet space. Not a huge fan of these doors, but the good thing is they have an 8-foot door. Now this is an upgrade. Whenever I do these builder model, I just want you to know that the builder is going to put in a lot of money in the upgrades to showcase what is possible. So please keep those things in mind. The location of this place is fantastic. You're just about 15 to 20 minutes to the airport. So if you fly in, fly out more often, you want to be closer to the airport, then this could be a great contender for the area. Now as I come out, you have the very first secondary bathroom. Now this is a walk-in shower, which is an upgrade. Usually you're going to have a shower tub combination. These tiles is an upgrade that goes all the way up there. Now this is something that I always recommend. If you are going to build a house from ground zero, please make sure to watch out my playlist on what you should do, what you shouldn't do when you build a house, and when you do buy that house, things that you should look into. You have a choice of quartz and granite. They give you two different choices. The upgrade is in regards to the tiles, and the undermount sink is a standard feature. However, the upgrade is in regards to the quartz or the granite that they have used. You do have a choice of two of those, so please keep those things in mind. And then this is the other secondary room. Now this comes standard as a den, and like I mentioned, it will have a window, but it will not have the closet space. So this is an upgrade, and so is the 8-foot door. Your standard door is going to be 6'8", so the closet space is just the standard closet space. It's about 1943 square foot, which also gives you an extension, because if you want to build a sunroom, this specific model allows for you to do that. I love that you have this nice walkway, and it's not too thin. You know how sometimes you have the bungalow series where the lot size is only 32 or 34 by 110, 120, and it's more of a slim house. This is good because it's on a 50-foot lot, so you have it's a little bit more wider, if I may. Now you do have these extra lights there, which I believe is a standard feature at the time of the shoot. Now guys, if you are looking to get more bang for your buck, I'm going to tell you, you are going to be much better off getting an inventory home, because they give you a lot more in your closing cost credit and rate buy down, and sometimes they give you both. They give you closing cost and a rate buy down. So please let us know. I mean, like, inventory home is the way to go. But if you do, because of your timeline, you want to build from scratch, you want to like to go to a design center and say, hey, I don't like this color tile, I want to get different color MVP or whatever the case may be, you could do that with this builder and in this community. So right over here, this is your 2-car garage. I can't go in because the builder is using this as a storage, so there's hardly any place for me to move in. But I like, as soon as you open the door, you have this cavity. Now I've seen people put a piece of furniture like this. In some of the series, builder has actually a built-in drop zone center. This is not included in this specific series and this specific builder, so just keep that in mind. But it's nice because you can buy a furniture like this and just have a drop zone. Come in, drop your shoes, hang your bag, put your keys, and then you're ready to go in your house. Right over here is your laundry. The washer and the dryer is not included, but look at the size of the laundry. Now there is an option to be able to have a wash station because the laundry is big enough. And what you can also do is the roughings, as you see done over here. And this is something that I would highly suggest, that get the roughings for here and for the outside. So that way, if you do want to add it, you already have. This is something that I suggest you do that up front rather than trying to do it later. So just keep those things in mind. With the way the market is, rates are what the rates are, and I know a lot of people are kind of waiting and thinking that the 2 and the 3% is going to come down. Well, let me break that to you. It's not going to happen. I do think that the rates will come down, but I just don't think they're going to come down to that 2 and 3% level. But what's going to happen is when the rates do come down, and I say this almost on my every video because I really want you to understand, when the rates come down, all the people that are sitting on the fence are going to jump, and then the prices will go up, and we'll find ourselves in the same cycle that we did when the rates were super low. So the question you really need to ask yourself is, hey, can I afford the payments with the current rate? Because what's constant is your price. Whatever you pay for the house is constant. That does not change when you close. However, your rates is flexible. You can always refi. So just take it or leave it, but this is just my suggestion. I've been doing this for a very long time, and this is something that I would suggest. Don't wait too long, because that's not going to help. Now you also have the storage space right over here, and look at the amount of storage space you have. I always say this, it's not about the square footage. What it's about is how the house flows. And I also want to let you know that the pavers outside and in your back patio is included, and the back patio or the back lanai is included, giving you an option to kind of have an extended sunroom. That's why 1943 could be extended if that is something you want to do. It's a expensive upgrade, but that is something that you could do. The size of the island is the standard feature. However, the upgrade is in regards to the color of the cabinet, your cards over here, the 42-inch with the crown molding, and then also you see this one vents outside. They haven't completed it, but they'll have something over here so this piece doesn't show. You're going to lose the closet space, but I don't know about you guys, but for me, this is nice because it vents outside. This one has a gourmet kitchen. Now, refrigerator is not included, so please keep that in mind. This is 42, your standard is going to be 36, and then the backsplash is also an upgrade. So yes, I do know that there is a lot of upgrades, and that's what happens with the builder model. So if you want to know, hey, what do I really get for my base price of $443? Put it in the comment below. I'll send you a sheet that basically specifies exactly what you get, because you get a standard choice between 2 or 3 different colors of your cabinets, 1 or 2 different choices within the granite or the quartz, and it really depends. So that is something to keep in mind. And then you have this over here, which is also an extension because of the gourmet kitchen that you have here. So please keep that in mind. It is not standard. And then right over here, you have a nice pantry. So if you are thinking about downsizing and it's just, you know, the kids have left the nest and you've been thinking about coming down to Florida, just having a nice house for yourself and not have too many rooms, but still it's not too small, it's open, then this could be a good choice for you. You have a semi-private dining area with this nice crown molding and the false ceiling. Now this is an additional feature. You would have to pay extra for it, but you have all this open. I love the house when it just opens up the way this house does. You have your kitchen area right there, you have your semi-private dining area, and then you have the living area right there. Now let me go ahead and take you outside because I want to show you something. Now you get a standard lanai with this house. Now this one has an extended lanai with the pavers. So your standard lanai is going to be right over there. Now you can extend this, and then you can also extend the square footage where this wall kind of comes over here, gives you a little bit more room. They call it a sunroom, but you are able to do that. Pavers are included. Now this is a 50 by 120 lot, so your lot kind of goes all the way till here. And look at this, you have a good amount of space to be able to build a pool. So this is something a lot of people want, because now the community does have a pool, and personally speaking, I've been in a house where there was a private pool. I live in a community which has a pool. I would rather prefer, now this is a matter of personal choice, but I am okay to use the community pool because I don't use that much. But then again, that's a matter of personal choice. As my kids grow up, and they're little right now, so that is another reason that I don't want to have a private pool right now. But when they get to a certain age and they're good with being able to swim and do their thing, then I'll be a little bit more relaxed than to be worried about, oh, if my toddler just went in and went to the pool and whatever it is. So that's just a matter of personal choice. But what I do love is that I have the land to be able to build, because that is something that you won't be able to change after you build the house. So this is just a matter of personal choice. So, you know, it really depends upon you and your family situation. What I also love about this great room is the set of windows. You have this nice big window bringing in a lot of light. You have those double doors, and then you also have the other windows on the back wall. This is something that I just love. Now with this builder, these are the standard features. I know of builders where they will charge you extra for some extra windows, and I kind of hate it personally, because it's like, hey, you're building the structure. I mean, like, you should give me more windows in the great room and all that, because I like the house to be nice and bright. And then on this side is your master bedroom, and I want to stand all the way in the corner of the house or of the bedroom to give you an idea of how deep and wide this room is. So look at this, you have a good sized bed. The other thing I want to mention is that you have this nice big window bringing in a good amount of light. False ceiling, extra lights is definitely an upgrade, along with the crown molding. Things like this, guys, these are very easy to do. So please don't get carried away. This is easy to do. and you could do it by yourself. It just pops the whole bedroom out. So it's really, really nice. It looks beautiful. So that is something to keep in mind. This is something that I say all the time. Things like this you could do, because if you get this done through the builder, it's going to cost you a lot more money. And this is your master bathroom. And what I love about this is that you have a nice walk-in shower. You have a transom over there. The tile goes all the way up. Now with this builder, you can actually go to the design center and do exactly something like this. Now this house has about $80,000 worth of upgrades. Right now with the incentives, they are doing half off, up to $15,000 on incentive. So that is something to keep in mind. You can also use that money if they're basically giving $15,000 either to be spent half off on the design center options. So you can kind of double your money, or you can use that to buy the rate down or for your closing cost. I love that you have the 2 undermount sinks right over here. Upgraded in regards to the tile, the cabinet color, and then right over here is your closet area. So it's really nice. It reminds me of a very similar model that they did. It was very much like this. It was just a little bit of a different floor plan. And with builders, I see this often. Most of the time, their floor plans are very similar to each other, but there is a difference of where they have the den or where they have the master bedroom and the front elevation itself. That kind of just gives a whole new meaning. And what I'm also trying to do right now, because with every builder, they have like 10 floor plans, but then they only have 2 or 3 that they have furnished models. So I'm trying to get to all the floor plans, and sometimes I do homes that are empty and they may not be in the best of their looks, but the floor plan is there and it's like 90-95% done, and I want to do those so that you can get an idea of how the house flows. And I think that is really, really important than anything else, because on paper it's great, but if you physically walk it, then I can relate, hey, will this work for me and my family? And then you also have the water closet area right over here. And look at the space that you have. It's very comfortable. And then right adjacent to it is your master closet. And look at this. Wow, hallelujah. I would probably have a little bit of an island here and turn this into a California closet, or go to IKEA and just turn, because this is good. It still just doesn't give you enough space. So I hope my video brings in a lot of value for you. And if they do, please press that thumbs up button, show me some love. And please remember, when you call us, you'll be talking to somebody on my team. Their sole job is to collect the information, connect you to an agent, and we do a Zoom call where we understand exactly what is that you're looking for, what is your budget. So we don't go out and show you like 50 homes that doesn't work for you, because I know buying a house is a very emotional thing. We are also doing a lot of TikTok and Instagram, so please follow us over there and subscribe to our channel. We look forward to connect with you, and thank you so very much for following us, and thank you for giving us a thumbs up. Until the next video, bye for now.